Hey, how you doing, guys? Othohampton here, and this is
Macy Fordham.
and we're here with another episode of 5 Question Fridays. Today, we'll be going over a few questions that a first-time home buyer would have, and Ms. Fordham, yours truly, will be the questioner. Here we go.
All right, Otho. So, what is a pre-qualification?
A pre-qualification is basically a tool that a buyer would have. It would speak to a lender to see how much home that they can actually afford. It's not necessarily assuring that you have a loan. It's just saying that you qualify for basically for the process. You would want that before you even go look at your first home, or after you look at your first home. Early on in the process, you don't want. An example that I always like to use is you don't want to go looking at a Mercedes Benz and you only qualify for a Toyota.
Right.
Simple.
Right. Okay. So, what happens when I find the house that I love? How do I know that I'm paying the right price for that property? Or how do I know that the sellers are asking the appropriate price for the property?
Simply put, I would basically run the comps on the property that you're interested in. Comps meaning, comparable properties. To see how the sales went for homes of that same maybe size or square footage, things of that nature. Also, later on in the process, you would also want to you would have an appraisal order. And the appraisal would normally give you the value of the home. Should the appraisal come in above or below, it depends how that will work in your favor. If it comes in above, then you would know that you're going into the home with equity. If it comes in below, then of course, the lender wouldn't allow you to purchase a home that's not at the value being asked.
Another question I had is, can I get my earnest money back if I decide not to buy the property? How does that work?
Yes and no. Yes, because once we have an accepted offer, we put the offer in. Once it's accepted, from the day that it was accepted, you have normally 14, 15 days, which we call the due diligence period, to find out everything that's wrong with the home. That's when you get your inspections done, appraisals done, and things of that nature. But within that 14, 15 day window, you also have the opportunity to say, you know what, I thought about it and I don't want to go any further with the process. Basically changed your mind. You can do all that in that 14, 15 day window. You get the home inspection back for something that you don't feel comfortable with. You can say, I'm done with it, wash your hands with it, and get your earnest money back. If you go outside of that window, say on the 16th day, you thought about the inspection or whatever, and you say, you know what, I don't want to continue on, then at that point you would lose your earnest money possibly.
Okay, good to know. You said something about a home inspection. Is that recommended? Is that something that I have to get? How does that?
It's not a have to, but it is highly recommended because you would want the home inspection done so you could find out what exactly is possibly wrong with the property. Sometimes agents or sellers are not forthcoming with information as to what could be wrong with the property.
Right.
So some things could be withheld. A home inspection gives you the opportunity to know firsthand what you're getting into.
Okay. And what about a home warranty? Is that something that I should purchase as well, or?
A home warranty is something that you should definitely purchase. That gives you a peace of mind as to if your AC unit went out, say 6 months after you moved in. It checked out fine, but the steer seat, some things happen, and your AC unit went out. The cost of repair, depending on what the problem is, could be upwards of, I'll just throw a number out there, maybe $3,000 to $4,000. With the home warranty, basically you would have that covered. The only thing that you would probably be paying out of pocket, possibly, is your trade cost. That is basically the cost for them to come out. And that ranges from $75 to maybe $100.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for answering my questions.
Thank you for asking.
I really appreciate it.
Not a problem. All right, I guess that wraps up this edition of 5 Question Friday. If you guys have any questions that you would like answered, get in touch with either one of us. My email is othohampton.realtor@gmail.com.
Macy@usrealtypro.com.
Or you can just send them to me in a text message. You can text me at 912-574-2429. Oh, you can also leave your question in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you can get the notifications as to when the new video drops. Again, this is 5 Question Friday. We'll be posting this every week. Any feedback, any comments, any questions, they're all warranted.
Have a great weekend.
Have a good one.